You know me, I'm always on time. When I say I'm gonna start at 9:30, I start at 9:29. So let me see. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Oh, there I go. I got the right scene because yeah, you know when you do this, it's different scenes that you make. But yes, what's up, everybody? I am Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. I got my she's back. You know she's not feeling what was the word you was feeling? Should we not tell them the word you was feeling?
We're gonna do a separate episode to
Okay.
address that.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's something that we have to talk about.
Yes, yes. So, but let them know your name.
Peace, y'all. It is your girl, Natural Mermaid here. I'm back here on another episode. YouTube, Natural Mermaid, IG, Natural Mermaid, naturalmermaid.com.
And yeah, if they look at the bottom at the banner, I have your Natural Mermaid Instagram down there, so they can see that. I also have my Cash App, and I have the Instagram. So you know anything that you need to get in contact with me is all in the description box. But what's up, everybody who are in the chat room? I see y'all today. But one day they just had a thing. And shout out to everybody who watched the last video, honest conversation about the streets they don't want to talk about. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who supported that video. Shout out to everybody who stood there with me and watched it. I think it got too much commercials on it. I might have to take some off because I don't put the commercials on there. YouTube does it for me when they monetize the video. So then they put like 5,000. But if you can't hit them likes, hit them likes. Everything we do, we want it to go into the algorithm, and spread around
Hit
the
the like button when you step into the
yeah
room.
the YouTube sphere. So let me ask you. You are female. We see. I made a whoa. Let me start with me. Let me start with the trouble that I cause a little bit. I said, Doggy Diamond said, I'm tired of HOE music, right? So I got backlash from some females who was saying, they want to use the misogyny word, which whatever. And my thing was, I didn't know that the HOE word had a gender. That was
Hmm.
my thing. I never said
True.
I just said I'm just tired of this type of music. So one female who's my Facebook friend, she tried to probe and try to make it seem like, well, I only made this statement because of this WAP song that came out, and I was like, well, if you really watch me and in tune with me, you would see over the past 4 or 5 days, I've been talking about, along with Natural Mermaid, about black women being degraded. I've been talking about
No,
black is
what's
king.
so
Go
interesting
ahead.
is that we did the episode on, when did we become,
Hey,
the H word, the T word, the B word, and that was like a week or two
that's the
ago.
point I'm
So,
making. So people
yeah.
are saying that because I said that, I made that statement, that I'm saying that because of them. I'm like, if you were in tune with me, which y'all are not, you wouldn't even make no statement like that with me, because
That was my water.
you would know that I already been talking about I was tired of this type of atmosphere. So me being who I am, see, when it comes to the battle of wits, you're not gonna win with me, because everything I say, I don't, even though I speak from my heart, everything I say is thought out. So I had a lot of women block me on Instagram. I had a lot of women block me on Twitter. Like I can see that I'm blocked because I said that. So what I said was, they're saying, well, if you're tired of it, don't listen to it. If you're tired of it, don't watch it. And you know what's funny? When it comes to the WAP song, I never ever heard it. I never saw the video. I
Wow.
never, yeah, I never heard it or saw the video. Let me tell you why. Because you can be tired of the rain without ever getting wet. It's the atmosphere that rain causes. It's dark, it's gloomy, and it sometimes make you tired when it rains. Or some people who suffered from any trauma or bullet wounds or anything like that, they know when it rains because they can feel it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Knowledge Born Allah for the donation. That'll come through. Knowledge was good, bro. So that was my analogy. I'm tired of the atmosphere that certain a lot of this music that we're making, a lot of this imagery it's causing a certain atmosphere, and that's what I'm tired of. It's not the person, it's not the individual, it is the atmosphere. And it's the same thing with rain. You can be tired of rain and never had one drop of rain hit you. And some people, and then look at the flip side. Some people think rain is beautiful, and the rain can be beautiful. I like rainy days, but I don't like when it rains 4 or 5 days in a row. And I don't like when it rains when I got somewhere to go. Who wants to go out in the rain when you have somewhere to go, or you want to put on a nice outfit and you like, damn, it's raining. So that's my analogy with the rain. Sometimes I'm tired of the rain because everything is wet, but rain is very, very beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Rain sound good. You can sleep to rain. There's so many things. So in comparison to some of the music that's going on, some of the imagery, some of the videos, yes, some of these videos look good. The colors are nice. Everything about it is nice, but you can get tired of it when it's too much of it. And that's all I was saying. And that's all I'm saying. And that doesn't go for them. That goes for the atmosphere of music. And that's what I was saying. So when people are like, oh, you're saying that, you're directing it at them. No, I wasn't. I'm tired of whole music. And if you a guy, and if you are a man who do certain type of music, you a hoe too, because you're being hoed out by the music industry. And it's so deeper than just saying that, because they automatically hear the HOE word and they think it has something to do with sex. No, you're being a whore for the music industry. You're being a whore for society. That's what I'm saying. But people are, the funny thing about it is that people don't look past the surface. They look at words and they don't dig deeper, or they don't even ask me to expand or expound on what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's their favorite or somebody that they worship and idolize, then they're like, yeah, well, you just saying that, blah 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 blah, yo. Anyway, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. You're a female. I want to know what your take is. I want to know what your stance is.
Well, I definitely feel like, starting out, there can be a double standard, like as far as can we be hard on ladies? Well, there can be a double standard because, the men who rap and the popular rap songs and the male rappers that are going to be mainstream, it's like it's going to be about, sex and, shooting and just, it's going to be certain type of stuff that's said. So it's like, I feel like it should be accountability on both ends. I feel like when the women do it, it's definitely like people are like, seeing about the women doing it, and when the men do it, not so much. But I know CeeLo Green, like recently, he chimed in on it today and was saying, that there should be accountability, like on both sides, as far as this adult content, because it's not just adults that are listening to it. And I feel like, it's okay to have what people love to call divine feminine energy. But on the other side of it, it's like we also have to talk about what comes with it. Like, we can't just only be just sexual, but then not also tell the youth, like, going down this road can also lead to, human trafficking, or going down this road can also lead to, drug abuse or sexual abuse, or people have lost their lives, unwanted pregnancies, and, black women being number one for abortions, 100 million black babies being killed in a year. Like, we have to have those type of discussions too, if we're going to be promoting, especially in a big way, because you can tell that the song has such a huge budget. It's like the children are going to hear it because that's mainly their fan base. It's children, teens, young adults, young millennials, but mainly the teenagers, because it's on TikTok, and it's like, so accountability is necessary. Is
I don't think
necessary.
CeeLo is the person that should speak though, because CeeLo should chill. Cause CeeLo got, had a scrape charge like, a few years ago, and
Oh, see, I didn't even know
yeah,
that.
CeeLo should just chill. Don't talk, bro. Don't talk about accountability. Cause if I'm not mistaken, he's the one who said it isn't rape if the victim is unconscious. He said something to that effect. So
What?
CeeLo should just chill. Just
Oh.
CeeLo, sit this one out, bro. Just chill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he needs to sit this one
Yeah, just
out
yeah,
then.
just
Like, I
just
didn't even
chill,
know
bro.
about that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
he actually I don't know if he copped out. Yeah, I
Whoa.
don't know if he copped out, or I should have researched, because I didn't really know you was gonna bring his name up. But yeah, I think CeeLo should just certain topics. I understand you might have an opinion, but just chill when you're when you live in a glass house on certain things, because yeah. Well,
Wow.
and I want to say this. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna be on some hip hop purist. I'm not gonna be like it's not boom bap. I'm not gonna be like it's not rap. I didn't listen to it. I didn't listen to it. I didn't watch it. But me, when I look at the reaction of people, when I look at how something captivates everybody, where everybody is talking about it, it always amazes me what everybody is talking about. And I think that was the thing with the song, and it's perfectly, when see me, I look at things from two different lenses sometimes. Sometimes I look at it from the lens of a person who's not gonna support it, but then I look at it as a person who's a businessman, and I understand business, I understand marketing, and then I look and I say, hold on, this was brilliant. This was brilliant marketing. The imagery, everything is good. The still shot, everything is great about it. But what I was trying to get one of my Instagram friends to understand was, yes, Snoop did this. Yes, this artist did this. Yeah, this man did this. But it was a different time when they did it. It's a different political climate. At this time, at this climate right here that we're in, I feel like this climate right here, they would have been more effective. And this is all personal opinion. This is not mean as fact, but I think they would have been more. It would have been more effective if they had a did something that was uplifting, grabbing a bunch of females and do something, even if, because you haven't done that. But then Cardi did say something that I agree with. She did the Be Careful song, and nobody cared. So we can't have it both ways. We can't have it to where we like don't rap about this, don't rap about this, and then when they rap about certain things, we call them corny. Because at the end of the day, whether the song is dope or whether the song is not dope, they're getting the attention they want, and we keep forgetting as regular people, because I consider, even no matter what I consider myself to be, we keep forgetting as regular people, these people just want attention. Attention is the biggest thing. So whether we love them or hate them, as long as we're all talking about them, and as long as the video gets 55 million views in an hour, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if the song is good or not, because you already listened to it, you already streamed it, so they already made their money. We're in the streaming thing. It's not like before where you had to purchase it. If you streamed it, they won. So you had another female who made comments also. What is her name? Because you showed me the thing, but I have no idea who homegirl is.
Oh, Sukiana,
Suki
she
what?
had a cameo. Sukiana, she had a cameo in the music video.
Oh, okay.
So in the music video, she had a cameo. The rapper Mulatto had a cameo. Kylie Jenner had a cameo. Um, Ruby Rose, Normani, and someone else. I forget her name.
I don't know who none
But
of these. I know who Kylie Jenner is, unfortunately. I don't know who none of those other people are, but it's a rapper named Mulatto,
yes,
a female,
she's from out of Atlanta.
but her name is Mulatto.
Hmm.
Does she know what a mulatto means?
Well, she's mixed. Like she has a
Uh,
Caucasian mom and a black dad.
oh boy. And that's marketed that her name is Mulatto, and okay, whatever. Keep going. I'll be quiet. So
she can be lyrical. Like she's pretty dope. Like I think
But
she's
why
pretty
does her
dope.
name have to be mulatto though? Like that was. Well, anyway, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I'm not. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So, basically, Sukiana, she was on the, like, Cardi put together like a panel for Apple Music, and they were discussing the WAP music video, and she had some of the girls that did cameos talking, and, Sukiana pretty much was saying how, she liberates the hoes and how, you know, she feels liberated by being a hoe, and she said f self-respect, and us women are supposed to be taxing these niggas, and like yeah, so a lot of people felt.
All right. Not to cut you off, but see, this is the point that I'm making, right? This is the point that I'm making. Okay. Yes, you like the record, you like the song, whatever. Women's liberation, Susan B. Anthony, feminism, cool, whatever. Do y'all women really agree that do women really think that you're liberated by taxing what do we do? I'm confused. I'm confused. Like as a man, I'm gonna be real with you. As a man, I don't feel liberated. I don't feel cool. I don't think it's gangster to mess with, sleep with a lot of women, and do wrong by women. That just never been my thing, and we don't even tolerate that within my crew. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been the type of cousin homeboy that's like, yo, nah, man, you wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't respect that. Like don't introduce me to. If you introduce me to, this is my girlfriend, this is my wife, I don't want to meet no other chicks. We always been like, yo, me and my older brother always talk about that. Yo, once you introduce me to your wife, that's it, bro. I don't need to know no other girls. I don't want to know your mistresses and your little side pieces and all that. That ain't cool because that put me in a position to where when you lie to your wife, I gotta lie to her too. I remember at a point in time, it's all these relationships is done, so I can speak about it now. But I remember a lot of my homeboys, they girls never liked me. I never knew why. But the studio was at my house. So all the time they would be doing extracurricular activity and telling a woman they was at the studio with me. Meanwhile, I never knew. I never knew. So they'd be like, I'm at the studio. So it seemed like I was the guy at the studio that was co-signing all the extracurricular activity, but I never even knew. You know what I'm saying? And then again, when I find out some of my homeboys, because when you're in a relationship with somebody, right? Your relationship, uh, uh, your relationship with your female, that becomes like my sister now, right? Unless you break up, well, she do you dirty, then I'll never talk to her. But but you can't be in a relationship with her being foul and then doing all types of madness, right? And then expect me to be co-signing that. I'm not doing that. So my whole thing is, even when the guys do it, is lame. Yo, is lame. Listen, we knew Two Live Crew songs, but I never bought a Two Live Crew. I never listened to Me So Horny, and I just never. We knew the songs because they was forced on us. But us New Yorkers, I'm gonna be real with you, yo, we thought that music was corny. You know what I'm saying? We thought that music was corny, but then we had the Little Kim that was one of her only kind. You know what I'm saying? We because she was like 101. We had Foxy Brown to a certain extent, but Foxy Brown would rap. Little Kim was just straight up raunchy. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't 20 Little Kims. It wasn't 20 Snoops. At that time, it was diversity amongst women. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It
I
was
think
different
that's
women
my thing
rappers.
too,
Yeah, it was
is
different.
that
Go
it's
ahead. Go ahead.
like all of the it's like it's kind of different when it's just like one person in that lane, but it's like, she created that lane, and now it's like the majority of female rappers are in that same lane. It's
Yeah.
like, there's some who aren't, like, Rhapsody and Young and May, but overall it's like they're all kind of in that same
Young and May.
lane.
I don't even know. I don't want to go there either. Like,
Well, I
they,
mean, she's not in the lane as far as like, the little Kim or like Nicki type of lane. I feel like she's in a separate
but she's in
lane.
the lane. Well, I'm not even gonna get into that.
She's like in the lane of like, she's similar to like a Debrat or to like a
no, I
you
wouldn't even.
know.
I wouldn't give her that. That's based off her sexuality. But she talk about piping chicks like she a dude. Like,
Well, see, I don't listen to her music like that,
that's
so
what I'm
I
saying.
don't.
Well, the point I'm making is this. Like I said, I use the analogy of rain. You can be tired of the rain and never had gotten wet because of the atmosphere, because of everything that's affected by the rain. So my thing is, if it was women out there doing different things, and then we have to understand too. Again, there are female rappers that's not gonna get the attention because they got their clothes on, because they're not saying things. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that that's kind of our fault. So we could be going hard on them. We could be going a little too hard on them. But we created these monsters to a certain extent because when other people do other
That's the
things,
thing.
we don't support it. You
We
know what I'm
really
saying?
can't even be mad at them. It's like it's the collective. The collective wants that. So the sex is selling, so they're going to give the masses what they want to see. Because just the other day, people were downing Black is King. They were
I
calling it
talked about that.
demonic.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They
She's
didn't want
with
to
Disney.
uplift.
Yeah, she's with
Yeah, they
Disney.
didn't want to
Disney is
uplift.
a yeah. No,
Exactly. They did not want to see us, with positive imagery, us as royalty, because they were so focused on her wearing horns, and they wanted to say that Hathor was Baphomet because they didn't know their own history. But meanwhile, WAP comes out and everyone's like, "Oh, y'all did that, slay,"
yeah,
and
we're
they're
right. Go girl,
praising
slay.
it and
Yeah.
uplifting it. But it's like not too long ago, they didn't even have Megan the Stallion's back, and they were laughing at her being shot. So it's like you're devaluing her by only celebrating her when she's doing a split or when she's twerking or when she's rapping nasty. But had her, while she was in the hospital, in a way, everyone's making memes and they're laughing and it's a joke. So as a collective, people don't want to be uplifted. So they're giving y'all what y'all are showing y'all want. So we really can't be mad at
All
them.
right, Mr.
They're
No
just
Filter.
getting
Listen,
their money.
Mr. No Filter is about to kick in really, really quick. For I need like 15 seconds, and I want to talk to the ladies out there really, really quick. Right? Listen, I know at a particular time right now, it seems like these women are winning that are over sexual, hypersexual, and selling sex. Sex does sell, but at the same time, that will be all you are looked at as, because you have to understand this, right? Cardi B tells you this. Most of these women tell you this behavior, but Cardi B is married, and they want you to be the H word. They want you to be promiscuous. They want you to be this, but they're married though. They never tell you get married, have a husband, be happy. They're telling you to get these dudes, do this and do that, while they do the opposite. So you have to
And I
go
gotta
ahead.
add this in real quick. When her husband, stepped out of his marriage on her, she was ready to leave him.
That's
She wasn't playing that.
yeah.
She wasn't bigging up that, H word that was messing with her husband while she was pregnant. No, she was ready to leave. So while you're doing the things that are in the music, she's not really wanting that for her own self or her own life. So just be
Facts.
mindful, women. Be mindful.
So, and then I also want to say, if you're promiscuous and you want to be a thought or whatever these little words are that y'all come up with, to depict yourself for being loose, cool. Stop doing and stop acting loose and then trying to hide it behind liberation, and stop trying to hide it behind awareness and the men do it and all that. That's like, yo, listen, man. Your mama told you if your friend jump off a bridge, are you gonna do it too? Your mama told you that as a child. Stop justifying your behavior off of somebody else's dysfunction. Even when the men do it, it is It's dysfunctional. And then I'm seeing some women with their head wrap. They got unks between their jugs. They got all these comedic names. They got all this stuff, liberation. I'm like, yo, man, will Marcus Garvey approve of this? Like on some, because this is what y'all keep trying to act like y'all come under, and when it's cool, we're liberating and the black woman this and the moon man and all this other weird stuff, sister and all this other stuff that I be like, stop using that to mask the fact that you a skank. If you gonna listen, if you gonna be a skank, cool, be a skank, but stop trying to use the comedic symbols. Stop trying to use the African symbols. Stop trying to use all these things acting like you're high and mighty when it's cool. But then as soon as some low vibrating music come out, here you go twerking. Have a good time, enjoy life. But you have to find balance. And one thing you should always
Exactly.
one thing you should always be is a woman publicly. What you do in your bedroom, what you do behind closed doors, yo, I don't care if you could suck a grape through a straw. That is on you. But why do we have to see that? You know what I'm saying? Remember the cucumber challenge, and these are women who are acting like when it's convenient, they're holier than thou, and they I'm the queen mother earth and all that. Yo, stop using that as justification to be a skank. That's all I'm saying, because I'm seeing it and I'm looking, and it's funny because I got a lot of people from the face. I mean, I guess that believes they're conscious on my Facebook. And when these songs come out and these movements come out, and I start seeing what's going on. I'm like, yo, y'all chicks is frauds. Yo, y'all 100% frauds, because look at how y'all justify behavior that ain't right and exact. But Beyonce made Black is King, and some of you same women are talking about how it's demonic, how it's Disney, and Disney is with the pedophiles. So all right, so what about, because I could break down, I seen one image from the WAP video, and if I'm not mistaken, that was a transgender flag in the back. I saw that. So it's memes going around, it's different things going on. It's cool, but who you are, what you are, that's your personal thing. Even if you look at the I saw who channel I was on, I was on somebody's channel, and they broke down how they didn't like how Kylie Jenner, although she walked through the video, but she had a little dignity with her, but everybody else was like looking like brothel women, but she didn't look like that though.
I didn't like that either. I noticed that,
Yeah,
like, and I don't know if that was like intentionally done or anything, but
she's not
like
gonna degrade herself. Go ahead.
me watching it, I picked up on that. I'm like, wait a second, like, why is she almost looking like the house mom? Like she's walking through and opening the doors of the other women that, are dancing, and then the other one, like, she was Caucasian, maybe Hispanic, like she wasn't twerking, she was like doing some mystical looking sign with her hands, and the black girls, they're the ones that are dancing. So I picked up on that too. I'm like,
So now
even if
look.
Kylie isn't a dancer, like,
Now look.
she didn't need to just be walking, like.
Look at the end of it all, right? When you look at it like this, right? When you look at how entertainment is, you look at how I don't even want to say his name because I'm giving him like, but when you look at how y'all know who I'm talking about. When you look at how gang culture is winning right now in entertainment. So when a kid picks up a flag and say, "Hey, I'm this," everybody's mad at him. But he's doing it for the bag. He's doing it for
You're
the
talking
attention.
about rainbow hair.
Yeah, I didn't want to say. I don't even want to allude to him, but they'll get it. But when he picks up the flag and he says, "I'm this and I'm that and the third," everybody's mad at him, right? But he did it for the bag. He did it. He's successful. So when you see 100 other kids coming out doing the madness like that. He was successful at that. On the flip side of that, when you got women who are saying, I'm liberating hoes, what's the difference between that and the slut walk? People,
No, exactly. But another thing that, you know, Sukiana has said in the past, she mentioned that if she wants to, portray herself as a hoe to get to the bag, that's her business. Like she said, she has 3 children. Like she's not trying to be in the hood anymore. She's not trying to be on food stamps. She's gonna do what she has to do for her and her children. So it does go back to people wanting to, just get to the bag in any type of way that
oh
they can make it
man,
happen.
you know how sad I would be, man. You know how sad I would be if I got to be 40 years old and my grandma's was busting it open and all that. You know, I mean, cause see, at the end of, it's a sad thing. Nobody talks about this, right? Nobody talks about this, but I'm gonna talk about this today. If you notice, most of the children of rich people who got to the bag are weird. Most of them are psychologically damaged. I can't name too many children of rich people that aren't completely out of their mind. Now, just we could run down the names. So, getting to the bag doesn't mean that you're gonna give them morals, values, principles, and balance. Now, if you're doing anything strange for a piece of change, cool, but don't justify being promiscuous and being a harlot with, yo, I'm just getting that money. And it's funny because it's like, so what won't we do for money? That's the whole thing
That's
that
what
I
I'm
want to know.
saying.
What
And
won't
even
we
if we
do for
won't do
money?
it, there's someone else who will. So we'll never get out of the situation that we're in because there's always someone who will.
What won't we do for money? And it's crazy to me because, again, it's like we say the most outlandish things, we say the most bizarre things for attention. You know what I'm saying? For attention, and then we forget that words, when you say things, they stay in this atmosphere and they go on forever. You know what I'm saying? They say it stays forever, and it's like I didn't even know who homegirl was. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I really be detaching from all of this madness. I'd be like, yo, nah, I don't. They don't got nothing to do with me. But I'm a person who analyzes a lot of stuff, and when I was watching people's reaction, I'm like, yo, hold on. I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I don't want to seem like I got double standards for what men do, and it's okay when the men do it and when the women do it. Yo, it ain't okay when the dudes do it neither though. Yo, it's not. Yo, it's not okay. It's not okay when the men do it either. Seriously, it's not okay. I don't listen to that stuff. I don't listen to that type of music. I don't partake in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a time and a place for everything. And maybe I'm being a little too political. Maybe I'm not having fun, or maybe I'm being a killjoy, whatever the case may be. But at this particular time in society with us as a people, I feel like we should be have our head on straight and not doing things that's distracting from Breonna Taylor getting justice in certain things. Now, listen, I mean, nah, I ain't gonna say that because then they be like,
But
it's
you see
still,
what I mean? I feel like that's why I feel like when certain things like this are happening during this time, it's kind of just like selfish because it's like, yeah, I get that they, want to get to the bag and they're trying to make their finances okay. That's cool, but it's like, what about the other people that are, going to be affected by that, message, and they're going to go out and do those things and it may not turn out right for them.
when it,
It's like it's just too much going on to like
I'm
be.
not into I'm not into censorship, right? I'm not into censorship. I believe that people should have the freedom to say whatever they want. Even listen, I'm not even. You call me crazy. I'm not even mad at somebody from another race, a white man, being racist and calling me an N-word. It doesn't even make me mad. You know why? I
Oh
mean, it
my
won't do.
God.
No, look. Let me validate this statement. If a white man or a white woman calls me an N-word to my face, I don't think they would do that for one. But if they did, it wouldn't bother me because I don't know if that's a man or a woman, Jude London. So I'm scared. But thank you for the donation, though. Yeah, I'm scared. Uh, um, well, um, the whole thing is, if I rather my racism be open. That's the point I'm making. I'd rather people who are racist to be like straight up and down, yo, I think you're a such and such. I'm not into somebody being a racist and not saying anything and then stopping me from getting a loan, stopping me from getting a car, stopping me. That's different. I'd rather people just straight up and down be the way they are with me and let me know. So again, if they want to be this way, cool. But what about the fact that the parents got a tough job, man. The parents got a real tough job because you have to triple, quadruple, I don't know the other one after that. Watch what your children are watching and what they have access to because this stuff is becoming mainstream now. Like this stuff
Yeah.
is right there now. It's not even like, back when I was younger, I might go try to find my father ass books or something like that or go find a porn. Now it's right there. Now, right now, you can go to any site you want to and look at this stuff. So you almost have to take your children's phones and put certain things on their phone so they don't have access to it because it's available. So I always find it, funny that women with little girls or men with little girls, why they don't why they don't take that into consideration because like my thing is like you want your daughter to be a hoe, like just be honest. So your daughter could be a hoe if she could buy you a new house and a car. Is that what if she could
Some
buy you?
people would be okay with that.
That's
Truthfully, some people would be okay with that, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not for censorship either. They can rap and do what they do, but after doing that, I feel like it would be beneficial if they all came together and then, had some type of like group talk for pregnant teenage girls, or, for runaways, or maybe, just people that are recovering from human trafficking, or
I
that,
wanted to get into
have
that. I wanted to
been sexually abused.
yeah.
And, because we have to talk about the flip side of it. Like, it's one thing to praise your WAP, but we also have to talk about other things that can come with it if people are living like a wilder, reckless
I'm trying to
lifestyle too.
understand. I'm trying to understand Cardi B though, and I think she gets a lot of FaceTime. She gets a lot of time to talk. She's not really that articulate to me. I don't know if it's because of her accent sometimes, but she's not that articulate to me. I'm not gonna call her stupid because I don't know her, but she's not that articulate to me. And she's actually talked to a presidential candidate, Bernie Sanders. Like he talked to her a lot, which was just weird to me.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that, another day, another time. She comes from the strip club culture. She done seen some of the most horrific things done to women in that culture, being around it. What I don't understand about her is that if you come from that and you elevated from that to where you are a public figure, you're popular, you got to the bag already, you already overachieved, and then some. Why are you encouraging a life that was very, very destructive to you and other women, because I could only imagine the horror stories that she experienced before she made it, when she was in them little dirty hole in the walls, shaking it for $40. You know what I'm saying? Like this is, it's just like I don't know, man. I don't know. And my thing is, as a man,
But
of
I
course,
think that's probably what makes it more, comfortable or easier for her to do, because she doesn't want to go back to that lifestyle. So whatever is going to, make the most, whatever people are demanding, whatever is high in demand, and people are showing that they would rather see WAP than Black is King. So it's like, whatever is going to sell, she's okay with doing that just so she doesn't go back to, you know,
but 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 um
trauma.
but all right, let's keep it a billion on this one right here, right? What's happening is this: we're looking at, in society, many people are being exposed for being creeps. We'll just use those words, for being creeps towards men, women, and children. We seen the whole Wayfair thing. We a lot of things is being unveiled. 2020 vision has been in effect,
Yeah.
right? We're seeing that a lot of stuff has been happening where, hold on, the same industry, whether it's music, whether it's television, whether it's movies, has been using all of this entertainment to funnel behavior that's been affecting children, women, men, and all types of people. So my
Yeah.
thing is, when you come out with a song like this in this imagery, you're kind of feeding into, and you're helping the people who are getting outed now. Because at the end of it all, that video looked like $1 million budget video and then some. Just from the
Yeah.
pictures, I didn't see it. I didn't watch the video,
I
but
mean, the
just the still shot. Yeah,
costumes,
cause
the
yeah, the makeup.
wardrobe, the
Yes,
hairstyles were just, it
yes,
was very unique. It was unique. I'll give them that. It was
yeah,
very creative, but it was very artistic,
yeah,
but the lyricism and the timing of it, where these children are being snatched up and we got
yes.
all this stuff to come ahead of us in
So,
2020,
so,
2021, is just like,
and
whew,
and I feel
it's
like
heavy.
sex and people being degenerates when it come to it is really, really been harmful to society. Again, when we look at what's going on all around, from, like I said, I don't want to say certain words because I don't want them to pick up and us to be flagged or anything like that. But it's, when we look at what's going on, this is not the time and the place for that. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time
Yeah.
and the time and the place for that. And even if you want to do these type of songs, and you want to do stuff like that, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But me, I'm the type of person that it's just like, yo, why now? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, everybody's having a peaceful, good time, and somebody just yell fire and just say, well, I just wanted to disrupt stuff. Nah, y'all was just too calm. Y'all was just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And to
Mhm.
me, it's just like, we go from being at the highest of esteem, and then something always bring us down to like this low level. You know what I'm saying? Like we at the highest thing where, we saying justice for Breonna Taylor. Me and you have been doing stuff talking about the depiction and the degradation of black women. You know what I'm saying? How does this help? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does this help? How does this help? And I just wanted to say to the women out there who might be influenced or inspired by that. Yo, most men like loose girls and do all that stuff till they in a relationship with you, and then you want to be loose with other men. Then they like, oh, you gotta change the way you dress. You gotta stop wearing your hair like that. So you're not gonna get a man. You're not gonna get a man being like that. You're gonna be a jump off. You're gonna attract a certain type of man because no real man that I know want women like that. Not long term. You know what I'm saying? You might be good for a night, but if your whole thing is, yo, I'm just trying to get the bag, I'm just trying to get money, like, so somebody gave you $100 or $2,000, that like you got the bag. Like, what is the bag? Like, what is there a dollar amount? That's what I want to know. Like, what is the bag? Did you get a 401k because you gave up your WAP? You got a car? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, what is the value? Like, what is the value? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm confused, but I want a little bit more of your insight, because it might be some ladies who might be don't agree with you. Just think, let them do them. The girls gotta have fun. And what do you think?
Well, I feel like, it's one thing to have fun, have a good time, listen to your music, dance. If you want to watch the music video, that's on you. If you are an adult, it's adult content. But when it comes to, children and teens, like, that hypersexuality isn't something that they just need to just constantly be fed, and especially now when most of the children are still, at home and the schools aren't opening back up. So now the parents are taking on roles of like the teacher. And if they're in Section 8, then it's like the mom is the teacher and the mom. And then, there's not even a father in the house. So it's like trying to, stop, the promiscuous behavior, trying to, watch out from a teenage pregnancy happening, and just amongst other things. Because in the song, Cardi had mentioned, she doesn't cook or clean, but she still got a ring. And it's like, that's something that our youth doesn't need to hear either, because you want to know how to cook and clean for yourself first.
Facts.
That's first and foremost. And then secondly, she got her ring, yes, but she was already in the industry once, she met him and got married. So young girls don't need to be misled and thinking that not knowing how to cook and not knowing how to clean is just gonna get them a ring, and just having a WAP is enough, because many women have WAP.
All right, and let me give you another one. You got a WAP, and he still cheated on you.
Well, see, we won't even go there.
He still cheated on her, and she got a WAP.
It's just,
right? He still.
It's just, we can't.
But listen, Migo, the dude from the Migos, still stepped out on her, and she got a WAP. So if somebody WAP is like an ounce better than your WAP, or a temperature degree warmer than your WAP, what does it mean? What does it mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, like what does it mean? So
I mean, yeah,
it's
almost like
it's almost like a guy bragging about, yo, I got this money, I got this and got that. If a dude come with $10,000 more than you, he got more money than you. You understand what I'm saying? So what does it mean? How you bragging about something that your own husband ain't even want? You understand what I'm saying? So, yo, it's just crazy to me. But my thing is, I really feel like they're pushing stuff on women and think they're empowering women, but you're really not. You're making fools. You know what I'm saying? You're making fools, because no man with respect. Now, I don't think no women with respect. Because what's funny though, at one point, not saying, like not saying back in the days, who knows what they moms did or whatever the case may be. I mean, a store can't bring you, so obviously your mom's got it popping. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it was about being a lady. It was about having respect. Now it's like, Yo, you ain't gotta be no lady. You don't gotta have respect. You could just be
And
loose.
see, that's my thing to say, like F self-respect.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like if we say that, then we're saying, we're basically looking down on women like Felicia Rashad. We're looking down on Maya Angelou. We're looking down on Lena Horne. We're looking down on Billie Holiday. Like we're looking down on women that helped to pave the way that weren't just, being
Wops.
overtly hypersexual,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and then she sort of kind of backpedaled it and said, I'm not talking about selling your body. I'm just talking about, making sure that the man is, offering you things. And it's like, okay, it makes sense to have self-respect in that type of way. You don't want to just be catching bodies and sleeping around. It's like you want someone that's going to be, loyal in your relationship. You want, someone that is offering you something, you're offering him something, is going to be reciprocity. That's how it should be. But to just the delivery of it was all bad, and it's like women just they want to hear certain things and feel liberated, but then when they're alone and can't get in a relationship and they want to try and be with someone else's man and they wonder why, it's because you're thinking it's just about a WAP, and it's so much more that it takes to actually be a woman. I mean, Whitney Houston and Shaka Khan, the I'm Every Woman, it's not just about just that sexual part down there. It's like, what else are you offering to a man? Because if it's just a WAP, then everyone has, well, not everyone, but a lot of us women have WAPs. So it's like, well, what is this really about?
This is, yo, listen. The deal is what I just want the common women to know. The regular women, the women who have a 9 to 5, the women who are hardworking. You're not gonna get a man. You're not gonna keep a man like that. That's all I'm just saying. You're not going to keep a man like that. You're not going
It's an
to,
illusion. Like they're putting out this.
yeah.
I mean, they're making money, so I get why they're
No,
doing it.
but
But it's just
they're
like,
doing it to fit the agenda. Period. They're
yeah,
doing it.
because it's an illusion for
Yeah.
the youth, for young girls, and for women to think that them just having a WAP is gonna, get
WAP.
them this and that. And it's like, no, that's not gonna be the way for it. That's not how it's gonna be for every woman. Some women are gonna go down that path and regret it completely. Some women will go down that path and some horrible things will happen. I mean, there's just so many different things that come behind just hyper sexuality. It can bring you about a husband, a small percentage. For other people, it could bring you about other things. So it's like we have to have
Somebody in the
balance.
chat says, explain the point of this video. I don't know if you're slow or you don't get it, but you can see the title of the video. The point of this video, if you have been listening, is that we're just trying, the point of this video, see, you said it again. I don't know if you're slow or you're not listening, but I can already tell what type of time you're on. You know what I'm saying? The point of this video is, are we going too hard on the women for expressing themselves? Is it cool? Okay. Now, another thing, because I think sometimes. Anyway, I'm not gonna let you distract me while I'm talking. Uh, the point that I wanted to make before we go is that imagery is everything, right? Some things are very appealing to your eyes, and it kind of sucks you in because you eat with your eyes, you date with your eye. Your eyes are can really blind you, or
The
you can see.
windows to the soul.
Yeah, but you also can be blinded by what you see, even though you have clear vision, because you can't detect things by what you look at. Sometimes, like when you look at somebody on Instagram, you know you could look at a chick and be like, yo, she's bad, but you don't know she might have the stinkest feet ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know, but your eyes are telling you, you know oh, there, she look good. You know what I'm saying? The point I'm making is that at this particular time, we got imagery of, protests. We got imagery of people like this. We had imagery of so many things that I know for a while kind of made us feel good, like we were on the right track, like, yo, we in a fight and we getting some traction. And then all of that just left. They went outside, they started killing little kids, and now WAP. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, where are we as a people? Where are we as our people? What are we trying to do? What do we want? What are we trying to do? Are we just trying to have fun? A chick's just trying to get whopped. A dude's trying to get whopped off, because whopped off was uh, uh for, it was like for head. That's what we used to say out here. But anyway, what do we want? You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Wow, I never heard
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Well, you ain't from New York though. But what do we want? You know what I'm saying? What do we want? Because at the end of it all, again, when dudes do certain things, I be looking at dudes like they lame. Real dudes, we be like, yo, look at this lame. When dudes be all extra tough, yo, I got the Draco, I spin the block. We don't, real dudes, we don't support that. We be like, look at this lame. You know what I'm saying? When dudes make certain songs, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So I think women think, some women believe that, well, when men do it, y'all okay with it. Nah, we not okay with that neither. But at the same time, what we feeling like is that the record companies in a certain industry is pushing this on us because there is no balance. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I want to go downstairs and I'm working out and I want to listen to WAP, if I want to go downstairs and I want to listen to Ain't No Fun or whatever, that's it. But why does that have to be all over my timeline? Why does that have to be that? Because there is no more privacy no more. Now we do stuff where we share things now. So even if I didn't want to see it, yo, I didn't even want to see the video of the guy, the punk ass cop with his knee on George Floyd's neck. I didn't even want to see that,
Yeah,
but
I
I
didn't
was
watch that
forced to.
either.
This is what I'm saying. We're
Yeah.
forced to see stuff that we don't want to see. So we can't even hide from it. It's like almost shut your social media down. Don't be on social media. Don't communicate with no friends. Don't, because everybody is talking about it. And that's just my whole thing. At a time where, every other post is justice for Breonna Taylor. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. We talking about this and that. Now nobody's talking about any other thing no more because we're all, even myself included, even you, I'm blaming you too. We're talking about WAP. And it's like we're forced to
Exactly.
talk about it because this is all
Because
it
music
is.
is a frequency.
Yeah.
It changes things. Like just that easily, like the whole frequency of a collective of people, especially black people, just instantly change. Like ain't nobody even talking about justice really. Like everyone's
Yeah.
still talking about
Yo, you know
those
what?
hairstyles and those outfits and
You know what's deep? When I listen to Pop Smoke, and he did the Many Men song. He's like, many men wish death upon me, and he's a and the eerie thing about that, you can't listen to that song the same no more because they don't wish death on you. They killed you. You know what I'm saying? So what I want people to understand is that, you know, what we say, what we do is really, really, it's coming to life. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really coming to is coming to life. And the problem is, us as a people, when it's something that we deem negative, we have to stop giving that so much energy and so much power because it's marketing dollars being put into that. You know what I'm saying? Is marketing dollars being put into that, and we going to have to start it's almost like elections. It's almost like candidates. We're gonna have to start um we're gonna have to start electing people in endorsing. That's the word I'm looking for. We're gonna have to start endorsing people that we think could represent things. Because you know what's funny? Let me tell you something. If Watt was there, and then it was like 4 other female artists doing all types of things, it could even be 2 WAPs. And 2 it is. It wouldn't bother me because I have a choice of what I want to listen to. And I said, you know, it's funny because these topics to me are funny because when people don't follow me on Twitter, they don't know. I said on Twitter, maybe like in March, give me one song where females not talking about they pee, and give me a record where dudes not talking about the cook up in the pot, and I listen to them. And it's tough. You know what I'm saying? It's tough because I know dudes who suckers who rap and talking about I'm cooking up in that pot. No, you're not. You've never done that. But they think that this is what they have to do because this is everybody want to hear. And it really, listen, man, it's really on us, man. Because we have to start tuning certain things out and stop listening to certain things. I'm not mad that they're doing it. I'm just mad that that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. And at the same time, somebody in the you spelling Rhapsody wrong. Somebody say Rhapsody and Kendrick. Now let me tell you something about Rhapsody and Kendrick Lamar. People are not gonna agree with me. I think Rhapsody is boring. And I think Kendrick Lamar is boring. So sometimes we want something from people that really don't have the personality that this person who's saying something negative have. They might have more personality. It's like this. Kevin Hart is not funny to me, okay? They never even made me smirk. Like Kevin Hart, he's just not funny. He's just not funny. But he had a certain personality, and he has a certain personality that a Dion Cole might be a little bit more funny to me. But Dion Cole doesn't
Right.
have the
I'm more
yeah,
of like a Cat Williams, Lavelle. What's his
exactly.
name? Lavelle Crawford, Dave Chappelle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same thing with Tiffany Haddish. I never smirked before. Like she's just not funny to me. She's not funny to me. But the
Some more
person
is my female comedian.
but Tiffany Haddish might have a certain personality, and Samoa's been around for a while, so he might say,
I love some more.
you know with us, oh, she's old. You know, this is what we do to our people too. We age our people out of everything. You know what I'm saying? So the issue that I'm having is that I feel like a lot of people who might be dope, you know, who are dope, they don't have the same marketing promotion as some of these other people. You know, because you think they're gonna put a bunch of money behind Kendrick to push for him to say he's an Israelite? You think they're gonna put money behind that? You know what I'm saying? You think they're gonna put money behind Rhapsody, and she's not showing her cake, she's not showing nothing? They're not gonna put money behind that. So they gotta go extra hard. And again, we do like imagery, and and let me validate this. I listened to Rakim, because first of all, when I looked at him, yo, he had on a big chain. He looked like a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? He looked like a drug dealer that I might have seen on the block. But when he rapped, he was dropping jewels and giving information. Nowadays, when these artists are giving certain information and they're rapping a certain way, when you look at them visually, I don't know. It just is not appealing. You know what I'm saying? And again, we eat with our eyes. We eat with, yo, if the sandwich don't look good, you're not buying it. If the burger don't look good, you're not gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? So again, we got all these people dressed up nice. Like the video, like I said, I seen some of the still shots. The video looked nice. It's almost like, yeah, I want to see this. But if a dude is doing the video, if a chick is doing the video, and she's in the studio, what's the appeal to that? You know what I'm saying? So we have to find a way that when we are trying to convey messages, it has to be a bigger appeal to it. It has to be broad. It has to be more that everybody could pay attention to, um, just than you rapping in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we do want to be entertained to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? We do want to be entertained, and I don't know.
Right.
In that video, are they dancing and all that stuff too?
Oh yeah, they had a dance number in
That's
there.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. You can't, you know, it. They did a lot. They did a lot. You know what I'm saying? And think about it with the imagery, with the I guess with the dancing, with the outfits change and all that. They could have rapped about anything and still got the same
exactly.
attention. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
could have got the same attention. So, you know, again, I always just some of these artists that everybody likes are just boring to me. You know, I'm gonna be real with you. They're just boring. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want a wife, go overseas. Damn. Anyway, so yeah, do you want to close us out? Anything you want to say in closing?
I mean, I just want for women to, be encouraged and don't feel as though you have to follow suit behind what other people are promoting to you. It's one thing to be entertained, it's another thing to, be influenced by it. Definitely don't say F self-worth, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
know your worth, you know, and just, yeah, I would just say that there's so many different options of music to listen to, so make sure that you're having balance. And if you have a young, daughter or a young niece or something of that nature, like, make sure that she is staying on the right track and isn't, being easily influenced to do certain things to where she can't be able to still hold her head up high. Because for the everyday young girl, for the everyday woman, it's not going to be the same as women on these platforms who already are in a certain lifestyle or who have, a budget and a label and a machine behind them. They can glamorize it and sleep okay. It's a different reality for them.
Yeah,
But
you
for
know, it's
people follow.
yeah. I want to close out with this. She said, "Forget self worth," and then said, "I got 3 kids." Do you see how idiotic that is, though? Because if you don't have any self worth, what about your children? What about your children? And you not having self worth might be why you have 3 kids. Now, some people have children because they want children. But I wonder if she got 3 baby daddies. I wonder if, they ran from her. When you value yourself, everybody around you has to value you. Everybody. You demand value. The same way we don't like authority. Because, black men and women, we're big on respect. Big on respect. Like, you not disrespecting us. I don't care who you are. I don't
Right.
care if you live across the street. Yo, who you talking?
Even Aretha Franklin
This is
made
what
a
I'm
song
saying.
about it.
Yeah, like our whole thing is, yo, who you talking to? You not talking to me. So if you want respect, you gotta respect yourself first and foremost. Respect. Listen, respect comes from you, right? And I just don't want them to have an influence and just think that this is the way you're going to get to a bag. This is the way you're going to get money. This is the way you're going to get a new car. Because I want to ask Little Kim and I want to ask Foxy Brown. Little Kim did it first. Is Little Kim happy right now?
Well, she has a daughter, and I feel like her daughter is probably her happiness right now. I don't feel like she gets the appreciation. Like, she definitely isn't celebrated or appreciated the way that the women who are doing
But
it today
I'm gonna
are.
tell you why though. But I'm gonna
She
tell you.
gets made fun of still in memes
All
and
right, look,
laughed at
but like,
and
look, that's my homegirl. That's my homegirl. But the
no, I love him.
no, but the point I'm making is that the mentality that the women are trying to push on other women, she had that first. Look at the ending of it. Was it, if she could do it all over again? Would she do it? Is it worth it? Look at the ending of it. She's being made fun of. She had to do things to herself, and even her being successful, she said she still was getting beat up and getting her nose broken, all that. Even with the WAP. Foxy Brown, out of respect for her brothers, me and them being cool, I won't even talk about her. Let's just say,
I love Foxy too. I love Foxy and
no, I'm
Kim.
talking about Inga, the person that I know, the person that I grew up with. Let's just say, mentally, she's not, I don't think she's where she need to be.
Well,
Let's
she
just
has a daughter too, and I feel like her daughter probably is her happiness.
listen to what I'm saying to you. I'm trying to not get too crazy. I'm just saying mentally, she ain't where she need to be. It ain't got nothing to do with no kids. I'm just talking about in general, right? She has a daughter, but she's the type of person that I could see her and she'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I could see her an hour later and she'll act like she completely doesn't have no idea who I am. That's mental illness. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? But she was in the industry when she was like 15, 16 years old. Look what this thing does to you. You know what I'm saying? So don't push
But
that.
even Nikki voiced that she didn't feel appreciated. Nikki had a period where she felt unappreciated and just thrown under the bus for when Cardi came in. So it basically
Nikki, you
shows
did it
someone
to
new
Kim
can
though.
always come in.
Yeah, but Nikki, you did it to Kim though. Because my whole thing is this, right? At the end of the day, we're supposed to appreciate you for your WAP. If that's all you push to the people, what any again, anybody could come and do that.
See, my favorite female rapper is Azealia Banks. So like I'm fine with the sexuality and the divine feminine energy. She resonates with the mermaid like me, yes. And she's lyrical. Um, and she's misunderstood, kind of outspoken, but yeah, I love her music. So
I
shout out to
never.
Azealia
All
Banks.
right, I could say this. I don't want her to harm herself. I've been seeing little cryptic tweets,
I
but
know. Yeah.
but
That goes back to mental health.
but Azealia Banks is completely off of her rocker. Seriously. So yeah, Azealia Banks is off her rocker. I don't know if she's crying out for help. I never listened to her music though. I never listened to her music, so I can't judge her from her music. It's just
But see, I think she's feeling the unappreciation, and she's going through just dealing with the feelings that this goes back to the topic we had the other day about black women feeling unappreciated and the unprotected and thing. I think she's dealing with all of that because the media will come at her, but she rarely really gets any type of praise like the other girls get.
what should we appreciate her for though?
I feel like her creativity, should be appreciated or some form of respect at least. Like I feel like she's a creative artist. I feel like she,
But that's what your
just
fans
kind
are
of
for though. You can't make
does her
everybody
own thing.
but if your fans appreciate you, ain't that cool though? You can't make everybody appreciate you. Sometimes we just don't
I
like you.
mean, I don't expect her. I don't feel like everyone's gonna appreciate someone, but for blogs to only post her when it's something sad, like the other day she was saying she was ready to commit suicide. The blogs want to post that, but if she puts a dope freestyle out or a new song, no one wants to promote that. So it's like it's only the sadness that she goes through. So it's I don't like that.
Yeah, I get you. I think we live in a society where the train wreck is better than the recovery. But we know this though. So if she noticed, um why don't she use that to her advantage? I think she just be clout chasing a lot. Just me personally. I think she just clout chases, and you get what you get and what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to make headlines, you ain't gonna say certain things. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I'm not gonna sit here and feel sorry for people who who said crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? If she just was just talented and just projected her music, did interviews, and everybody just overlooked her and just like, oh, I'm not listening to her. That's one thing. But if you said some off the wall stuff, and you said I'm not black, uh, she's just out there.
See, I didn't hear about those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. This chick is just anyway. And like I said, I still don't want any harm to come to her, but I'm not gonna feel bad for you because you off. You could get help. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one thing with people who have mental illness, you can get help. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you tweeting that you ready to end it all, go sit down and talk to somebody. Because what do you want us to do? I can't help you. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like people be sometimes saying stuff and wanting they be wanting like this self-loathing, this pity party, and I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. If you want help, yo, because on one hand they'll be talking about they ready to end it all and they hate life, and then on the next hand they'll be talking about, well, I got a big house and you don't have this. Yeah, you got a big house and you don't have this, but you're still not happy and you're ready to end it all. So it doesn't. That's a whole nother topic. But I did 2 shows today, man. Shout out to Divine Prospect. I got an interview with him coming. I got a lot of interviews dropping this week. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you hit like. I don't think them likes is up the way they need to be. Please hit that like button. Please share this. Again, shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to Megan Thee
Right. Shout
Stallion.
out to Cardi
Yeah, we
B
don't. I don't dislike them.
making it out of just, poverty, getting out of the gutter. Shout out to Sukiana, getting her kids out of poverty, out of bad situations. Like, I get it. Because
I'm not.
everyone, I mean, not everyone knows what it's like to grow up in the hood and to be
I'm
able
not.
to not,
I'm not shouting them out for that. I'm shouting them out.
I will.
I'm
I
shouting
will
them out.
because
Listen, I'm shouting them out. I'm shouting them out because I don't want anybody to think that I dislike them. I don't want anybody to think that it's something personal. I don't dislike you. I don't know you. It's nothing personal. It takes a lot of bravery and courage to come before the people. It takes a lot of you deal with a lot of scrutiny. I get it.
right.
I get it. So I'm shouting them out because I don't want anybody to think that I don't like them off a record or song. But I'm not shouting you out for using your WAP.
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
not shouting
Yeah.
them out for
We
that.
we have to
We're not.
be responsible
Yeah,
when it comes to that.
we're
Yeah.
not we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm shouting them out for it's nothing personal, but we do have to start being honest and having open, honest conversation with people, and hear her out. And look, before I go, I know I keep saying I'm leaving, but I still keep talking. I talk for a living. Before I go, they had a round table, right? Today, right? And look at some of the things that came out of their mouth. Look, this is what y'all follow. See, that's what I look. Huh? This is intel. This is an intelligent woman to you. See, that's my whole thing. Just like women like intelligent men like intelligent women too. You know what I'm saying? Because saying stupid stuff and having a dumb mentality, people just be automatically be like, yo, you gotta get your kids taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? Because look how you think. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah. Yes, I have a show with Divine Prospect done already. It's in the books. I'm going to drop it tomorrow. I'm going to drop a lot this week, so make sure y'all hit the bell so you can get all the notifications. I got Divine Prospect responding to Unk of the Amin Ra Squad, calling him pseudo. So it is what it is. I don't know how you have a WAP roundtable though. That's just again. I'm
Wow.
telling you, all of this is for attention, man. All of this is they doing what they supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're getting the attention they want. They got us all talking. They got us all watching the videos. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Me, uh, it's funny. I didn't know what WAP stood for. I didn't know. So that's why on Twitter people kept saying to me, well, some of the females kept saying to me, yo, I guess you don't like wet ass such. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm so out of tune with that. But again, black women, uh, you know, again, we support y'all. Uh,
Right, because they're still
yeah,
our
yeah,
sisters at the end
yeah.
of the
We
day when it's all said and
I
done.
ain't talking about them. I'm talking about good, clean, wholesome black women. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about good, clean, wholesome women
I
who
mean, yeah, but still, still they still
does
are.
Cardi B identify herself as a black woman? I've heard her say, I've heard us use words like monkey and those types of stuff like that. So
Well,
that's
I think I believe she's Hispanic, but I heard her say she's Afro Latina, but I thought she was Hispanic. But I know as far as Megan and Sukiana, those are two sisters. As far as Cardi, I believe she's Hispanic. Both of her dad looks Hispanic. I'm not too sure about her mom, but she looks like a Latina woman to me.
Afro Latina is like a oxymoron, but that's a whole nother subject. That's the whole anyway. Anyway, I just want to say that we're not going to contribute to dysfunctional, degenerate behavior so that these elite people can use this type of music and create atmosphere where they could do more trafficking, they can do more kid touching, they can do more madness, and that's all I want to say. And that's my main issue with it.
Right.
That's really my
Yeah.
main issue with it. I really wanted to close on that note.
And
So go ahead, go ahead.
that's exactly why I was saying like there has to be balance with this. If there's going to be a discussion or a song, praising WAP, also talk about what comes after it, or what could come from that type of a promiscuous path
Somebody
or,
said
a
Cardi is a Mexican.
hypersexual path.
Yeah, cause
But
go ahead, do you?
to find me, it is Natural Mermaid on Instagram, Natural Mermaid on YouTube, naturalmermaid.com.
All right, so you could chuck up the deuce. I'm gonna sign you out. Make sure you do a good still shot because you look crazy sometimes. It ain't my fault though. All right, here we go. You ready? All right, we out. Ah, there we go. A good still shot of her. So that's Natural Mermaid. She's out of here. Thank everybody for tuning in. Shout out to all the young black girls who want to grow up with respect, don't want to be looked at as sex objects. You know, at the end of it all, that don't want to be sexualized, that don't want men looking at you as just a sex object, that don't want men wanting to touch you, feel you, disrespect you based off of what we think. Uh, you know what I'm saying? This is what women are into. So yeah, this N word did say Kendrick and Rhapsody is boring. I didn't say they couldn't rap. I didn't say they was whack. I just think they're boring. Okay, so it is what it is. If you don't like it, I mean, what do you want me to do? On that note, I'm Doggie Diamonds. I am out of here. Thank everybody for the donations today. Thank all the people that sent cash apps. It is what it is. Independent black media. That would be me. So let me get my intro and which is really an outro. So it is what it is. I'm out of here. Peace.